1968. 4-door.
Okay.
Oh, the silver one?
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
All right. Another
Showtime?
thing, yeah, I'll add to my list to complain about, maybe a clock over there.
Oh, that's
Pretty useful.
Or a mirror.
Tell Brian
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he'll love
He'll
it.
love it.
Yes.
Who's that? Who'll love it?
Brian will love that I'm requesting a clock because I have to look at my phone. I don't know what time it is.
Oh, I
You
just
put
roll back here and look at
calendars
this
all
one.
Yeah, I don't wear a watch. He'll just tell me to wear a watch. Problem solved. All right, has everyone, do you have any changes?
No.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to look at the agenda?
Yep.
Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Jody, second by Joel, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And let's see, at 6:02. Lake Preston enhancement fees.
I think I'm Lisa Hilkemeyer. I think you're about the only one here. I don't know.
Yeah,
So-
I guess I don't know you either, so
Okay.
we're even.
All right. So
I'm Darlene Dickenick.
yeah. We're here with the Lake Preston Enhancement and Improvements Committee that was formed to try and get some projects done. There's alumni that has been donating money to make some improvements to the community. Just some fun projects that they want to try and do. The first one is a smaller project and something that we would like to try and get done before the all-school reunion and when all the alumni come back for all the festivities. It's a couple of, these are just examples. They're boards to put in the city park with the cutouts. And we had a couple here, like for the fishing, all the fishing
Sure.
guests that come to town or something. And we've been working with talking to the school and the egg shop.
Education, that job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CTE.
CTE, and they are willing to work with us along with the art class for the painting.
Oh.
Now, these are just-
geared towards the sharks.
Yeah, great.
But anyway, we've talked to them. They're willing to help us out to actually build the boards. So they'd be on 2 posts cemented into the ground. We want to make them removable so they can come out in the wintertime and be stored.
Oh, and they're building that we approved
Yes.
for it to utilize for storage.
Yeah.
So that would be.
Well, it all depends how
Big,
big these are to fit in there,
yeah,
you know,
to get in the
Oh.
door.
get in the door.
Is there not a garage door? Or I don't know if that's the
I think
correct.
they're doing double
Double.
French doors on it.
So we have the Quonset right there.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
We had talked about like a 48-inch by 36-inch, just.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And then underneath, we would like to put like, welcome to Lake Preston
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
something, Lake Preston,
sure.
I sponsor a board or whatever to
Gotta
put
have
underneath
that.
it so that it actually shows they're in Lake Preston when they take the picture and they can post it on Facebook or whatever other social media they're out there messing around with. But we would like approval to do that. We'd like to put 2 in the park. We thought maybe over by the campgrounds or the bathroom, on their way to the bathroom somewhere. So I don't know.
Mhm. Makes sense.
Or over by the bandstand somewhere,
Yeah,
so they're
I'd probably
visible when
get
people
them
are
to
driving
talk.
by and they're like, oh, what's that? Let's go check it out.
Do they necessarily have to be together?
No, we don't
No,
want them
yeah.
together. We want them in
Okay.
separate spots in the
Well,
park.
okay.
Probably
Yeah.
a good thing to talk to.
and we-
I suppose.
Like I said, we'd like to get approval so we can do that, and have the egg class help with it before school's out.
Mhm.
And the art class.
And the art class.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we allow the committee to pursue
I'll second
further
that.
Thank you.
their fun boards.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call them.
I think
Yeah.
it's a wonderful
Yeah.
idea.
I do too.
Just two of them?
Yeah,
Two
I think
for
we're
now?
just gonna do 2 and see how they
Okay.
go over. I mean, if it's popular,
Okay.
we can always add a
Well,
different
as
one.
long as they're removable, you could swap them out every couple of years or
Yeah.
something.
That too, as they fade,
That's a
we can
great
paint a new
idea.
one and.
Well, I'm sure you have it already.
No, so they don't get sick of the same old thing because
Yeah.
all of you know,
Let's go
as
get 'em.
the council, that is a driving force in Lake Preston is our park. And we have to continue to move forward with that.
Take advantage of
enhance
what we have.
Yes.
Enhance
your name.
Yes.
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 And improve, yes.
And
yes.
so we do have the funding right now and more funding to at least do that project.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay, and then we had one more thing on the agenda here.
She's the boss.
But
People-
first, I call the
Yeah.
question,
Okay,
did we vote? or-
We haven't
no?
yet, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I just thought
Yeah.
old timers, maybe I.
No, no, we have a motion by Joe, a second by Joel. I will say, yeah, I think it's a wonderful idea. Maybe when it comes to placement, I heard someone say, I think.
Ask
also-
Brian and Doug.
Yeah, Brian and Doug,
Yeah.
for
They would know.
mowing purposes, like.
Yeah.
Not that they're in charge,
Yep.
but
we talked
They
about
do.
doing like probably the size of a 5-gallon pail, so there's enough room they can mow around it and not have to go back with a weed eater. and-
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Okay, so any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And your other thing?
and our other thing. So alumni from LPHS have donated money since we are, or the divers are kind of in that. Yeah, the divers. They want to commemorate the divers, and we have talked with Rick Hillstead. He's willing to build a statue.
Rick,
Or Hillstead Holland,
Holland.
sorry. He is willing to work on building a statue. It will, if we get approval, it will be like life size. And we would like to put it in the park somewhere. Or
tell them where your idea was.
well, I thought maybe I call it the grassy knoll.
Where they have those,
On the west side of the pool?
Yeah,
no, not
or not
the
the
west,
west, the
east,
east side, between the kiddie pool and the.
Oh.
in that area maybe.
I don't know.
So that's inside, like, is that what you're talking, because they fenced that all.
On the grass there.
Yeah.
Inside the pool.
Or somewhere,
On the-
because
Well, is that considered inside the pool? Isn't it open now?
No,
No.
it's fenced.
It used
Oh,
to be,
it's
you
still
know, like that.
fenced
Straight.
that-
Yeah.
You-
They-
It's
right
a
now, they
console
made
around
it,
there.
they made it like this shape. the
Okay,
fence, I think. didn't
then
they?
maybe there's a
Couple
better place to put it.
Yeah.
We-
Well, I mean,
Or on the walk up
who
to
do you
the
want
pool.
to see it, I guess is probably the big.
Everybody,
Well,
yeah,
Well, it seems to me like it's kind of hidden there. I
okay.
mean, if you want the people that are in the pool to see it, well, then it probably is a good location, but.
I did talk to the South Dakota State Design, landscaping people, because there's more ideas that we have. And I asked them if they could come and look, we haven't got the pictures to them yet, look at our park and with our ideas, tell us where it would look the best. So we would be
Yeah.
getting a very professional opinion from a professional landscape architect.
Mhm.
So that, I mean, we've done our homework for 3 years now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just food for thought. We wanted to let you guys know that but we have not contacted him because we really need you guys,
Yeah. to
you know,
approve us
approve.
Putting something in the park. Like I said, it would be constructed by Rick, so it's a
And we want to keep
a
that.
hometown person that would be building it. And like I said, it's just gonna be the good old diver statue. It's nothing fancy.
And one family alone donated that,
Yeah.
the money
So
for
it's
that.
paid
One
for.
family
Yeah.
wanted to.
And then we have another one we're talking about doing that would be like a section of fence, like the wood fence with the 2 rails, 2 posts, 2 rails. And have like a wildlife scene on one end of it with some pheasants or a deer, I don't know, just wildlife in it. And then put like the old cattle brands, instead of just doing something for the city, kind of try to work in all the old ranch
Yeah.
farm
Oh, that'd be a good.
and
idea.
use the old brands to put on it.
Oh, that would, people would love that.
Yeah, and we had talked to a couple of museum gals about putting that one in front of the museum. If, like I said, but we just have to get approval
Okay.
to do that, so. And those are farther down the road. It's gonna take Rick a while to even, once he has the okay, he can start building something. It's gonna take him a while to even get it constructed, so. But again, we want it where it's a permanent structure, at least the diver one, but maybe porous cement base, so it's easy to get around, there's no
Yeah, you know.
maintenance.
Put it on that turtle.
What? Keep the turtle, and then the turtle. We have a question, like,
Class of
the
1977.
PCW, are they gonna do like those flowers in that circle again? Cause that does need some attention. You know,
I would
with that
expect.
old water.
I don't know how much attention they've been giving it the last.
Right.
couple of years.
Well, the reason I'm asking is we could get some little statues, like different ones that it'd be kid thing, you know, like kid friendly, because the park is family friendly, maybe put a couple in there and maybe do some flowers. If we could talk to, you know, PCW, Tanya Flagel, and like a group of people work together to make that a little nicer.
Yeah, I guess that PCW always does, so I can't speak for them, but I mean, it'd be nice to have it spruced up.
So once, just moving forward, so once we would talk to PCW, just call Brenda and say the PCW said we could work together, or do we have to come to another meeting to get approval?
I wouldn't
I don't
think you have to
think
come for that. The city hasn't had anything to do with that for a very long time.
Okay.
So, I mean, PCW's since I moved back anyway, so I don't know.
I just want to do it by the book.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I
sure,
want to
sure.
do the right, I
Mhm.
want to go through the right channels, or we want to go through the right channels, because we don't want to upset anybody. We're just trying to make, I mean, we got to do something.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion for the diver side and the other thing in front of the museum.
Okay.
Can we lump them together like that?
I'll second it.
And if you want to see a drawing, we can always bring
Yeah.
that back in when we get
Mhm.
closer or
Yeah,
whatever.
that would
I
be
think
good.
families will be super excited about it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There are a lot of
construction.
families and a lot of, another thing, we talked to the museum committee, and once we move forward with some other ideas, but we don't want to overload you, we want to work with them and do QR codes. Because I got a list of all the old business people, and and John's going, yeah, she probably called me, but I did, and like the Bodie's,
Well, I'm
the
glad they called
Salters,
you
and some
old.
of them. And they wanted Hillsteads, I mean, I've got the list.
Yeah.
And they're excited about moving forward with some things as well. And I only had, honestly, one business owner tell me to, no,
They weren't interested.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
So you can't beat that.
No,
So
absolutely.
is she able to move forward? Are they able to move forward with the QR thing without us?
Well, as
Oh,
soon as we
that's-
get,
Yeah.
we want to get this done first, and
That'll be a
then
ways down the road.
that it'll be.
That's in the box.
But I just want to give you guys, so,
Good.
because once we
Food for
do,
thought.
after we
Yeah.
visited with you tonight, we're doing an article in the paper, so people, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And we,
Yeah.
so they know we're moving forward with something. And I just didn't want some of our communities to get wind of this.
Yes.
Ah. Wanna
So
feed
we've
us to
been
the
kind of,
punch?
keeping it down,
Sure,
because,
sure.
I just know that our park is truly, and I'm passionate about it, and so is Lisa. It is a driving force for our community right now, and we need to just keep building on it. Now, how much can we build on it? I don't know, but we can do it little by little.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I have a motion by Jody, a second by Austin. Any other discussion about the diver statue? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
We appreciate you guys for taking time. to
Thank you
listen to us.
very much.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
All
you
good
for
stuff.
doing that stuff in the
Yes.
community.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work.
Yes.
I've
I
called
can
can
see that.
really imagine.
I have
yeah.
called every community to just ask ideas and STSU and then sculptures, and when Rick said he wants to do it, he would like that. It's like, thank you.
Yeah, Rick's
Rick is on,
on
yeah,
board, like, he's excited about it. so
Yes.
it's
Good.
fun.
and it will be something. You know, it'll be, I don't know if I was.
Yes.
It'll be,
You are.
You're in camera.
well, it's just something that'll be unique.
Just YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Yes,
All
we
of our
appreciate
slave
you.
viewers.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, well, that takes our public comments as we have no public anymore.
We don't.
So I guess we can canvass the ballots.
Maybe a canvas. Look at
We
it.
can,
Oh,
yeah, we review.
Paint on
sure. That's a good.
it. Right, yeah.
All right, okay.
I think we're getting silly.
We are.
All right, so this is the duplicate tally sheet and official vote count. Okay? And I will pass these this way. And we'll just keep this because I learned my lesson from the community room. It's like this way we know.
Keep it going.
And this is the poll book. You,
Well, just keep everything going the same way.
okay.
It's kind of like since we've used the same workers for more than once, get total confidence in their ability.
Yeah.
Not too horribly concerned. about
Well,
it.
and this time, it wasn't like last year where we had some really close ones. These
Yep.
had a slight margin of error available, not that there were any errors.
It did still take some time counting, just because,
Well,
you know,
six
like
position,
before last year, you know, sometimes our elections was only 2 people, you know. So,
I'd have to assume that's probably the most people we've ever had show up at an election.
I think last year, wasn't it like 300 some?
yeah, I think last year.
Oh,
And how many
Well,
were this year? I
was it
didn't- I didn't add
156?
56, okay.
156.
How
Oh.
many?
156.
Oh, I thought somebody said 200 and something.
Ah. My name is misspelled down here.
I don't see it. Oh, well, how do you spell it? Is
I
that
had two N's, there's
Oh.
only one.
Sorry,
It's okay.
Jump in the tree next time.
Sections for.
just right next to it.
Okay. Brenda, what are the different sections for here, going down?
So that was like how they did it in 10 increments,
Okay,
because if they didn't equal each 10, like they did 10.
I see,
Mara
I
read
see.
off 10,
okay.
and then if Pat and Jan didn't
Have the
have
same.
the same,
Same.
Okay.
Then you
they
went
didn't
to
have to go back.
go back
Fair
and
enough.
do,
Yep,
redo them
Makes
then.
sense.
Okay.
They had a good,
Yeah,
Rhythm.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh.
yeah, a good way to keep
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Then you
in
know
smaller sections if you have a problem.
where the
You
mistake
know,
is.
the where little section to deal with. Do not put in ballot box.
So at the, who's the person in charge of the election?
don't be doing that, John. It's not even dark out yet.
I know. I've had a long day.
I think both would have the ability to say they had a really long day too.
Yesterday was another one.
Because essentially they burn down every year. Their fires have burnt down every structure on the farm.
Oh.
We've had two houses and this time it just went from one building to another to another.
Yeah, I
Everything
heard
was
about that.
involved before they really even noticed it.
How does it spread from building to building? Are they that close together?
Yeah, they were actually connected.
Oh.
The hay shed was right at the end of one of the buildings and they used to milk cows and stuff, so everything there was all kind of together and it come right around and came back through the machine shed too. It was like a,
You ever figure out what started it all, or?
no, he said the first place when he ran out was, the most fire was over by the end of the hay shed, so.
They still
And
keep
the-
hay in there, or?
What?
They
Do
still
they
keep,
keep hay in
Oh,
there?
man, there was a ton. There was hundreds of big round bales.
Well, I
in
can
that
get
one
pretty hot,
building.
can it? I don't know if it get hot enough.
Well,
to
and-
burn, but
And the first place that the electrical wire went to was to by that shed and then worked its way around through the other buildings. So,
that's too bad.
That's too bad. How long nobody got hurt? That's the biggest part.
yeah,
Well, they got some.
Richard
animals
run
for-
in and threw 20 kids out. So Jake was going around, I've never saved anybody before, but I saved 20 kids tonight. And they were, oh man, they weren't like little teeny things. They were just cuter than crap, you know? Yeah, and they had like, I think he said he had 60 goats that they were milking and
Mm.
then yearlings and other, yeah, there was.
How many animals did they lose?
I'd heard around 150,
Ooh,
Goodness.
that's gotta stink.
yeah. Plus all the buildings
Yeah.
and all their
Yeah.
feed for the cows. So now they don't have any feed left for cows they do have. They aren't milking anymore, but
how many bales burnt up when Peyton, or when Casper's lit? Wasn't that a couple hundred?
I don't know, could have.
Okay.
I remember our biggest bale fire was over at Hetland that time. When Dewey had a whole bunch of stuff there, bales that they were grinding, making into pellets and stuff.
There's east of the elevator.
Yep. And I can remember, shoot, I can see, but I can't think of when used to be in charge of the county. For some reason, they had a dozer over there close, so they went and grabbed the dozer.
Hmm.
You know, because it kept working just, I mean, it was a monstrous amount of hay bales.
Right?
Well, he went over there and but Gary said, let me hop in it. Keep water on me. And he'd disappear in those damn bales. That
Yeah.
county dozer and the county head guy was just dying over there thinking, how am I gonna explain to the county commissioners that I let somebody else drive the payloader or the dozer into a bunch of burning bales, but yeah, it was.
All right, so did anyone have anything to say about the tallies and poll book?
Well, I guess I said mine, I was
Is anything on?
totally,
Well organized.
yep,
Yep.
totally.
So we just need a motion to,
All of these.
okay,
I'll make a motion. I'll second it.
yeah, you might not have gotten on here if you had.
Yeah.
All right, motion by John, second by Rick. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sign your name. Do you have any concerns, Brenda?
So I'll probably be reaching out to the water sewer committee to set up a meeting. And then we did lose one lifeguard. So,
Oh, yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which one did we lose?
bunker,
Oh,
18.
Yeah.
how many do we have?
Mm,
6?
so good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. And then with Morgan.
Yeah.
6.
cause Morgan's gonna do it?
Yeah.
She
You
accepted.
guys hired? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I know we we're gonna offer, but I didn't know if she'd said yes or not.
Ooh. Any council concerns, John?
Johnny, get well soon. Oh, no.
Gonna be good. Brenda, weren't we talking about getting a committee meeting together, ahead of that, tax deal?
Yes, I got another email from, I think Brett.
Yeah. He wanted to know if we were gonna meet ahead of time.
Right, well, because now it almost seems as if, Tammy's turning it into like educational,
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
saw.
which is good.
which is okay,
If-
as long as people can voice their thoughts.
Well, yeah, I guess, I don't want it to get taken away from the intention of the get together. Like, we've asked her how it works before, so
But it seems like there hasn't been a straight answer.
no, so,
So that's why she's having Department of Revenue from the state come.
yeah.
Well, this is kind of the reason for maybe meeting ahead of time, just to have some brain time, just to think of what questions we want to ask and what we want out of this, and.
Yeah, because who said they were going to that?
Well,
So
It's what date now?
May 20th.
who's on the committee? I forget.
So
Me.
I have Joel, Joe, Austin. Hopefully you can.
I guess I don't know for sure. I may be leaving a job to start a different one, so I don't know if they'll let me leave before, I mean, I probably will be able to, I'd say.
Well,
What were you gonna say?
bring it up to him.
Yeah. I think I did tell
Oh, train
him
of
back
thought.
at the last one. Or when we were gonna do it the first one, I told him I might need that, so he's pretty understanding, so.
Okay.
What is that, the 20th?
May 20.
At the middle of the day, right?
11?
11:30.
Yeah, like,
Cause I'm pretty sure it's the county commissioners. It was probably when they could insert it into the county commissioners meeting.
could be, but drive to Brookings, then Dismit and back to Brookings seems silly.
Well,
You just work
could
from
we-
home.
Maybe.
I have 0 dying people in my home currently, so no, that doesn't work very well.
We'll work harder on you.
Yeah. So any other council
No,
concerns
that's
from you?
the only thing I
Okay.
wanted to bring up.
No, I don't think anything.
I don't have any, I do want to thank people who voted. It's nice to have a good turnout. And people who ran. It's good to have people interested in our community.
Yes, it is.
So, all right, any executive? Sweet. Let me get out my phone since I don't have a clock and we'll adjourn it
You could turn around.
at 6:31. Okay.
Since